So the Eagles improved to 7-0, the best start in program history over the weekend. Can you talk about the team's early success and how to keep it going?
Yeah, well, this team is going to be built on pitching and defense, and we know that. And one of those games didn't really show that. Villanova was got a little bit crazy for us, but you know, the way we're going to hope to continue having success is the way we've done it so far. Is we rely on this pitching staff, which we think is going to be very good and has some depth, even though some of that depth is young guys. Our young arms are learning and getting better, have a chance to be very good, and are doing a good job along the way. So it's going to be continue to do what we do and pitch and play defense. And then if it does get crazy like it did against Villanova, then our guys did a good job. The bats kind of picking up our arms on a day that they didn't do a great job for us, but we know that they're going to do a good job for us this year.
All right, and speaking about that Villanova game, you guys trailed for the first time this season, and the team was able to rally and eventually won the game in 12 innings. What did you kind of learn about the team in that situation?
Yeah, it was a kind of crazy, ugly baseball game all the way through. We know Jesse Adams. He's had a lot of success for us in the past. We know he's going to have a lot of success for us this year. We know that we can trust him and depend on him. So we're excited to get him back on the mound next week because we know he's going to give us another great outing. When he got touched up a little bit early, I love the way the team reacted. The boys just said, "All right, we got you, bud," right? And kind of put their heads down and kept battling and kept fighting. It's kind of turned into we've played Villanova each the last couple of years down in Florida, and Joe Gaudry is a guy that I can personally consider a friend, and he's a very good baseball coach, and they're a very good baseball team, and they're a Jesuit school, and it's turned into a kind of a cool little rivalry, and it seems like every time we play them, the game gets a little bit crazy somehow, and it did again this year. And the thing I was most happy about with our boys was anytime anything crazy happened, anytime the lead went back and forth, they just kind of put their head down, kept going. Guys were ready off the bench when we needed them. To come in to hit, to play defense. The bullpen kind of kept rolling through some arms. Thomas Lane did a good job for a couple innings, kind of settling it down a little bit. Donovan was good for us in the back end. And then Johnny Nicholas, or I guess Donovan was good in what at the time we thought was going to be the back end. But for Johnny Nicholas to come in and get us 6 outs and a chance to win that game there in the 12th, and Scores is a guy. Scores makes a great base running read there on the 12th. He kind of gets us going there with 2 outs. Mitchell has a big hit. So there was a lot of good things all the way through that game. I think the best thing was the attitude of the boys was just keep playing, put your head down, keep playing, keep scoring runs, keep doing what we have to do to try to figure out a way to win this game. I loved the fight. I loved the attitude, and I loved how we kind of stuck together through it.
Right, and you guys are headed back to the Snowbird Classic for 5 games in 4 days to start spring break. What can we expect from the Eagles on this Florida swing?
What can we expect is we hope that you kind of see more of the same as far as, like we talked about to start the interview, pitching and play defense. We hope every day that we go out there play really good, hard, clean baseball, and we talk about it every day, play harder than everybody else, play smarter than everybody else, and have more fun than everybody else. We hope to kind of keep doing that. And we have 2 quality Big Ten opponents in Northwestern and Ohio State. North Dakota State in the middle of those 2 games will be a good test for us Saturday afternoon in Game 2. And Butler and Central Michigan are both very good teams with a chance to be postseason teams this year. So 4 games in 5 days is going to be a tough stretch on the guys, and how are we going to handle it? Let's go play 1 really good baseball game against Northwestern, and then at the end of that game, play 1 really good baseball game against North Dakota State, and then kind of keep going from there.
Okay, and then after Florida, BC will open at NC State. Even though it's over a week away, can you start planning for the first ACC series?
No, we're not going to really start looking at NC State until our travel day on Wednesday. right? We know NC State is a really, really good baseball team, top 10 baseball team. It's a team that was in Omaha 2 years ago. Coach Avent has had a lot of success there, and and then it's ACC play, so we know every weekend in the ACC is a dogfight, right? But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You start spending too much time talking about NC State now, and you forget about the 5 really good baseball teams we have between now and then. So we'll worry about NC State when we get to Raleigh-Durham.